Alright, so we are doing a Minecraft video on our GTX 1080 Ti on this multiplayer server. I'm gonna feature the graphical power of this GTX 1080 Ti on Minecraft. Yes, Minecraft. Because no one benches Minecraft, but you can do a lot of stuff with Minecraft in terms of graphical stuff. Such as like shaders, texture packs, and all that good stuff. Let's see. So this is right now just like the standard texture, fancy, like the standard way that you probably would be playing Minecraft on a computer without a 1080 Ti. Let's see. Right now, we're running on NVIDIA Shadowplay, and we're going at around 400 FPS up to 500 FPS, 540. Look at that. Now let's fly around here. Let's go. This is like the most graphically intensive, I guess, because all the particle. Look at all those particle effects. We drop down to around 70 FPS. But when you get away from that area, we immediately spike back up to around 400 FPS. Hold on, let me... where's the volume? There we go. I do have a resource pack. It's the Sphax resource pack. Comes with a texture pack, this music pack, and all that good stuff. Now let's throw up a texture pack here. Actually, no. Here's what we should do. Let's go to options, video settings. Let's do this on fast graphics. See how much we get. I've also got Optifine as well, which may not be a complete representative of what you guys would be running. But let's see. Unlimited frame rate, fast. Details. Let's put it on default there. There we go. So the trees are now not as fancy. And it looks like pretty much the same FPS. You really won't see much of an FPS difference at this high level between fast and fancy. The graphics card will just run it however it wants to run it. I don't know if you can see the overlay for my MSI Afterburner, but currently the graphics card is only running at the base clock. It sees no need to boost to anything higher since it's not even using 30% of the graphical horsepower that we got. So it's running at 1557. Let me get rid of that. 1557 with the memory clocked at 5603 megahertz. And again, it's reading that we're pulling 460 average FPS. Now, what we can also do, let's throw up put it back to fancy. Let's go to video settings, resource pack, throw in a 512x. This may take a while to load the shaders as well if we have time. And 512x plus shaders to see how much FPS we get. Alright, so this is 512x texture pack. As you can see, there's very little pixelation in these textures once you get at this high of a level. All the textures are very smooth. We're getting around 170 FPS. That's with recording as well, because this is recording straight from my graphics card, so not only does it have to render these textures, but it also has to record this gameplay. So we're getting 140 FPS, we're rendering the world as well. 190 FPS, 200. So all in all, this thing can handle a lot of graphics. As you know, it's a frickin' 1080 Ti. Of course it will. Alright, so let's go here, see how much frames we're getting. 71 FPS, 40, 45, and it's still running at 1557 megahertz. It's not even boosting. It's probably why we're getting such low frame rates up there, because the GPU doesn't even feel like boosting to compensate for that frame rate. Alright, now, here's where it gets interesting. I'm going to remove this texture pack and throw up some shaders here. Resource packs, get rid of that. And then we're going to throw up CUDA shaders, CUDA Ultimate. Throw that on, put anti-aliasing to 2x, and profile, custom, low, medium, high, ultra. Actually, let's see. Let's put motion blur on, there we go. Now, this is what Minecraft looks like on CUDA Ultimate shaders. It's pretty dang impressive. Graphical wise, it's very impressive. Look at this water. It's very realistic texture, or at least the shaders are very realistic. Even with the stock texture, the game looks beautiful at this shaders pack. Now, once you start adding texture packs to this, then that's when it gets intense. Because right now we're running 102 FPS, 95, 97 FPS. The GPU is already boosted to 2025 megahertz. It's using 74, 56. It's spiking up between 50 to 74 GPU usage. Shaders is no joke. You need some serious hardware to run shaders. So if you're playing on like a Dell laptop with integrated graphics, there's very little chance that you're going to be able to run shaders on at least playable frame rates. With just the stock textures. Let's go ahead and start throwing on some texture packs here. Let's start with a 128X. This is a texture pack and frame rate. As you can see, let's throw that up on there. I'm getting a good 100 FPS with shaders on Ultimate. We're flying around rendering the world. It drops down to 80, 90 FPS. But standing still, 100 FPS. This is what my Minecraft looks like with this GTX 1080 Ti. And again, it's using around 75 to 60% of the GPU power. So if you're playing Minecraft with a GTX 1080 Ti, I suggest getting shaders and a very, very beefy texture pack to use up most of that GPU. Again, the anti-aliasing is on 2x, motion blur on. It's still very smooth, extremely smooth. Let's go up here. Again, with all the particle effects. We're dropping down to, again, 45 FPS, but that's particle effects and animations taking a toll on the graphics card. But once you get out here, it's very, very playable. Good 75 FPS, 70 FPS. And when you're standing still, it goes back up. Alright, now let's throw on 256X, see how that plays, and then we'll go up to 512. There we go, there's 256. And again, you'd have to look really closely to notice the difference between 256 and 512. You'd have to look very closely. See, you can see the pixelation there, but I find that 128 is the best. The best resolution to play on this texture pack. If you want to keep those high frame rates. I mean, we've still got very high frame rates, around 82 FPS, 72 FPS. I'd probably be pulling maybe in the 90s if I wasn't recording. But again, it's still very playable, very smooth. Might experience some screen tearing because my monitor is shit. But here, it's still, even with all those particle effects, it's not like you're going to be stuttering very hard. It's still keeping over 30 FPS, so you could still move around pretty well. And yeah, that's 256X for you. But look at this. This is straight up beautiful how this game looks right now. Let's go up to some water here. Let's change our field of view. Look at that. This game is really beautiful once you start throwing on these mods. And then, alright, and then let's do video setting, resource packs. Let's do 512. I will guarantee you will not notice a difference between because it's still a very very HD texture. So right now we're doing, yeah, see, we're doing 56 FPS, 41 FPS. And let's see, what's our GPU? Our GPU is still running at 50% to 70%. It's not even using the entirety of the GPU power available to us. 51 FPS. Now, I am running this game on a Ryzen R7 1716 processor. 8 cores. But shaders is really more GPU intensive than anything else. Loading up the world really is CPU taxing. That's why I can load it really fast. But in terms of shaders and graphical horsepower, this is all shaders is very graphical intensive. Well, I'm gonna call it here, guys. This is just a quick video on what you can do with Minecraft once you get a good graphics card. Not necessarily like, it doesn't have to be a graphics card of this magnitude, this 1080 Ti. You can do this with a 1080 or even a 1060. As long as you get a graphics card and get off that integrated graphics, you'll be able to run Minecraft on these beautiful ultra settings. But I'll call the video here. I'll see you guys later.